Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we close out today's show on this November the 21st. And for all you folks out there, I appreciate all your kind words and your prayers for my wife who had surgery on Thursday for her thyroid. And I'm her designated driver for 10 days and will not be able to hunt today. But normally Frank Barton, who is in here, will be leaving straight from here. Dale Sanders is sitting over there. He may be in a canoe today. I don't know, or something on this Saturday. But I know the next guy, opening day of the duck season, play us some music, would you, next guy?
I better get this music on down to the blind. I've taken everybody out there and got everything set, and then 2 or 3 things that somebody forgot, like a gun, and somebody forgot shelf. Anyway, I'm getting those, and I'm heading right back to them.
This is our one and only Buck Gardner, our man, former great golfer at Whitehaven High School, who turned down the PGA Tour to be blowing a duck call. No, we always
not exactly.
Not exactly. But one of my dear friends and his family and Buck on this opening day, we couldn't do this show, and of course we'll have Buck back on for Christmas because he plays that special tune. Don't play it today, Buck. We're not going to listen to it today, but
we'll save it.
What does opening day mean to Buck Gardner?
It's family time.
Yes.
I've got my wife, and I've got at least some of our children. They can't all come in. And we've got good friends, Olin and Lynn Brevard, here with us.
Yes.
And we have new friends that are joining us. So, I mean, it's a fun weekend where everybody comes in and hustles around and gets stuff and forgets things. And, but we're going to have we're having a great time, and we're going to have a great day today. We got a lot of water. Finally,
yes.
And we got ducks.
You got ducks, you got cold weather, you got everything you need. And do you still get is the fire still in the belly, so to speak, Buck?
Yeah, I mean, I'm as excited about this now as I was when I was 16 years old and first got a driver's license. I mean, at my age, what else can you get excited about?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I can think we've got Dale Sanders in the studio, Buck, with us today from Bartlett, and he's 80 years old. And he not only did he just get back from a 6-day hike around the rim of the Grand Canyon, but he paddled the Mississippi River solo back when he celebrated his 80th birthday from the source to the sea. So he's in he's in the studio listening to you moan about being old.
I ain't moaning about it. I'm being happy about being old. But he will probably agree there's not quite as many things to get excited about as there was when he was 16. So, this is just one of them.
Well, Dale, do you remember when you were 16?
Oh, that was a few decades ago.
Now, see there, he can't remember, but you can, and everything. So tell me, Buck, I know that the season itself, Frank's talked about, we had a lot of rain earlier in the week and everything. Give us the Buck Gardner optimistic look at the season.
Well, obviously the ducks are here. They came. We've had ducks coming in all week. We don't have as many ducks in our woods as we want, but we never do until the leaves, really start to come off better.
Right.
But we got enough to have a good time and shoot them. And we got our old rice field we hunt in all the time where we're at this morning, and we're starting off with lots and lots and lots of ducks in there. So it's not about. It's really not about killing as many as, you can, it's about going and letting everybody have a good time. I got 2 grandsons that are down there with me that are, not shooting yet, but they're right there with us and, sitting on the front of the 4-wheeler and having a big time.
Well, I know, talking to Buck Gardner, our good friend from Buck Gardner Game Calls, and also, Buck, there's a big event going on next week in Stuttgart.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty special for you, too. So tell us a little bit about
Well, it's the World's Championship. It happens every year on the Saturday. Well, the contests start on Friday, but the morning after Thanksgiving, then that Friday they have different types of junior worlds and women's worlds and also intermediate worlds. But on Saturday afternoon, you have the big contest, the men's world or the Open World Championship. And then every 5 years, you have a contest just for people who have won the World's Championship in the past and not won the contest is called the Champion of Champions, and they have that. This is every 5 years. This is 2015, so they'll have a new one this year, and all the old guys like me, that get invited back, that are previous champions to judge, and I really look forward to that. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and I see, people, friends and stuff that I wouldn't see any other time except for there.
Well, I know. And how many times did it take you to win that buck?
Well, the World's Championship, I always tell people, if I was a baseball pitcher, I wouldn't be very famous, because I went over there and lost 13 times in a row in the regular World's Championship before I finally won on my 14th try.
And then
on the very first time I blew in the champions, thank goodness, I think God just spared me at that type of frustration. But I won the champions on the first try.
Amazing.
And,
yeah.
And it was, I mean, it's still a lot of fun, and it has given me the opportunity to share my testimony with a lot of people that I would not have normally gotten to.
Well,
so it's a cool deal.
I think if you'd gone by your real name, nobody would know you. But
nobody knows Merle Floyd Gardner except for
me.
Except for you and my wife.
That's right. And that's what she calls you when she gets mad at you, when Marlene gets mad at you. She's going to call you Merle Floyd, right?
Merle, yeah. When she says that, I'm in big trouble.
You in big trouble and everything like that. Well, Buck Gardner, what about the call company? How's things going? I know there's been some transitions and things, but it's pumping along, isn't it?
This is the best, man. These guys that the investors who came in and bought most of our company out are fantastic guys. They're doing a great job, and it makes my life wonderful, because I just get to come in and help with some of the customers and develop new products, and they're the ones that have to take care of the salaries and the invoices and all. And so it's all I've got is the fun part now.
But if your name is on it, it better be good, right?
You bet your bottom dollar, buddy.
And if you're looking for Christmas gifts and things along that, of course, I love the nasty. The double nasty one is named after Marlene's older sister, Brenda. Now say that again. No, say that again. It's the double nasty. It was named after who?
After her older sister, Brenda.
There you go. All right. And
it's not as famous as a foul mouth. It was named after her other sister, Gail. But,
Well, Buck Gardner.
Anyway.
I have both those calls.
Yeah, he does. I've seen them.
I have both of them.
God bless you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, now that's but I think Buck Gardner, and I'll say this before we let Buck go, is probably giving away more calls than anybody I know, particularly that wood duck call, which he charges $10 to get it back, right? Isn't that right?
That's right. We tell the kids and tell the parents at these events if we're giving away little mallard magics or pintail whistles or something, we gladly give it to them for free. If they come back later, they'll want us to take them back. We charge $25 now. It's gone up from 20 to 25.
And Buck, what do you think about the Bass Pro Pyramid? Is that
man,
not something,
Buck? It's the coolest sporting goods store in the whole world.
Yes, it is.
It's like nothing else anywhere. I mean, I've been all over everywhere, and I've never seen the biggest stores, and there's just nothing that even begins to compare to it.
And it's only 15 minutes from Frank Barton's house.
It's
and 5 minutes from his business.
Yeah,
it's like 10 minutes from my office.
Yeah, I know where it is. All right, Buck Gardner, play us a little music before we let you go, buddy. How about it? You the man, Buck.
Set them on the pond.
Talk to you at Christmas, Buck, okay?
All right, God bless y'all. Have a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas.
All right,
See
buddy.
Ya.
Talk to you. All right. Buck Gardner, a kid at heart, Dale. I mean, he enjoys life. And if you don't, staying fit and things like that. So, Dale, as we close out today, and I want to get some advice from you. If you had tell our folks out there some advice from Dale Sanders about keeping themselves fit and keeping goals, and no matter what age it is. I think there's some folks out there that'd like to hear from you about being 80 and still active.
Well, keep that adrenaline flowing. I'll tell you that when you get out and do something you enjoy, especially a physical activity outside, and you can feel that adrenaline flowing, and you know you're doing the right thing. I believe that is what's kept me in such good shape. Is just actually going out and participating in the things that I like.
Well, Frank, you look over at the man. He's 80 years old. You know, he's 8 years older than me. And I tell people I'm middle-aged for a 144-year-old man.
Okay.
So you can do that. If you want to use that line, Dale, you can. It's not copyrighted or anything like that.
I like that.
But you got to stay active, and I'm pretty active.
I'm very active.
I'm overactive sometimes about what my wife says and everything. Let me tell you about next week's show before we get out of here, and I appreciate Dale Sanders for dropping in and Frank Barton coming all the way over here. He does have how many slingshots?
I have 3 right now.
3 and 2 reds, right?
2 of them are red.
2 of them are reds. Head on over there at Barton Power Sports. Opens at 8 o'clock this morning. They're already rolling out all the.
I won't be there.
I know he won't be there.
I won't be there till a little bit about
Somebody
10 o'clock this morning.
Somebody will
probably.
be there, right?
We got it covered.
Okay, got it covered. Head on over there to the Barton Power Sports. Next week's show, Ron Wong, Bill Cooksey, you know that, 4th Saturday of the month, which means Ron will be talking fishing. He's got some guests lined up that you're really going to enjoy. He just got back from another trip to out in Oklahoma to a big event out there. Bill Cooksey, the editor of the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing News, will be in studio. And I thought I was going to get Tim Smith on this week's show, but he'll be on next week's show. He's the author of Guns, Freedom, and the American Dream. And if you're talking about concealed permits and things along that line, this guy knows it. So he'll be on the show next week. That's Tim Smith. Just Google his name. Go to lroutdoors.com. Check it out. We've got a lot of new information, all the latest fishing reports. If you want to know what the fishing's going on in the Mid-South, we've got the top 10 there. We'll tell you where to go catch fish. Everybody have a safe hunt today, whether you're duck hunting, whether you're deer hunting, whether you're doing anything. And if you kill that deer, be sure and head to the Stingel Brothers Outdoor Deer Processing there, right out of Somerville and Laconia. Look for the Redneck Deer Stand. I'd like to have one of those. I think I would. Guys, thank y'all for being. This is Larry Ray reminding you to do each and every week. It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And God bless the USA.